Let me just check. Is this working? What's happening? I'm trying to figure out if this is working. Broadcast. I think it is. Hold on. Why is it not? This is awkward. Is it working? This is awkward. Oh. Oh my god, okay, it's working. Hello everyone. We're back. Hold on. Getting situated. Hi. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a long time. How do I do this again? So, welcome back to my channel, guys. Okay. I was gonna do a comeback stream on June 17th for the release of the new the release of the new Dream Core level releasing. However, I'm here now. Oh, here and now. So let's do this. Today, I'm gonna be playing some Minecraft. I was gonna play some Dream Core, but I think I will wait for the release of the new level. And I was also not gonna do Minecraft because I am also waiting for the release of the Vibrant Visuals update, which will be bringing shaders to PS5. But I also have wanted to do this video for a while, which is a tour of my Forever World on Minecraft, which I co-own with my boyfriend and my friend. So this is not all me. This is a collaboration world with 2 other people. However, we've been working on it for like over 3 years now. I actually don't know how long. And I will say that I've probably spent the most time in this world out of all three of us. I don't think they would argue with that. But I just am putting that out there that I cannot take full credit for this world. It is, however, a survivor world. Also, sorry, I'm like looking down here because that's where like my screen is. The camera's up there though, so this is kind of, it's gonna take some getting used to. What was I saying? It is a survival world, so this is not creative mode. It's never been creative mode for even a second. It's not hardcore though, and most of the time we play on peaceful, just because this is, like, this world has been a project of ours, of sorts. So we don't really want, like, creepers coming and blowing up our stuff, or, you know, we don't want to lose our, like, really good tools and things that we use for mining and that sort of stuff. I'm gonna show you the world. Also, by the way, this is not the, this is the world, but this is not, anyways, it doesn't matter. Welcome to my forever world, the Glade. Here we go. So, behind me, actually, before I turn around, this is our, I was gonna point at the screen, but you won't be able to see that. This is our XP farm back there. That doesn't matter. It's really ugly. But we do have an XP farm in our world for charging our tools and our elytra and that sort of thing, but it doesn't look good, so I'm not even gonna bother showing it. Here we are. Here we are. Am I in the boat? No. What's happening? What's happening? Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, here we are. Welcome to the Glade. So, yeah, this has been a really fun project. Like I said, we've been working on this world for years. Um, I first started it mostly with my friend, and I'm pretty sure this area is like actually right where we spawned when we started this world like 4 years ago, 3, 4 years ago. But we fell in love with this right here. So the whole city that I'm about to show you. So the Glade is a city. It's named after the maze and the Maze Runner. Don't for absolutely no reason except that it sounded cool. But we chose this location because there's like a big ravine in the middle. So our original like idea for the city was that we were gonna have like a valley like this with like a river, going through the middle of it, and that there would be like bridges coming across and like buildings on either side. That was like the original idea for the city when we first saw like the land here. And it's pretty much stayed like true to our vision. I'll fly around for a second. My wings are pretty charged, but so I'll just show you. So yeah, this is the Glade. It's big. It's pretty big. It's like a medieval fantasy themed city. So yeah, it's like situated in this like valley here. I didn't really think this like whole tour video through. I probably should have beforehand. This is gonna be like a very scatterbrained video. Um, yeah, it's big. I don't really know what else to say about it. It's a big medieval fantasy city. We've created lore, like the city does have lore. There's like written books, we have history, and yeah, we've spent a lot of time on this. So we are very proud of this world, and I'm very excited to finally be showing it off a little bit, even if no one's watching this. But at least I'll be able to go back and watch this myself if this world ever gets deleted, knock on wood. It's luckily never been corrupted or anything like that, but that's been a fear of mine forever. And I'll just show everyone now in the settings that it is on survival mode, okay? It is peaceful, but it is survival mode. And what I was saying about that earlier also is that we do sometimes play on like an actual difficulty with mobs and stuff, but like not often because this is like really it's been like a world that we've just wanted to build and like create like lore for, just kind of like an imaginary place. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't know where to start because it's so big. So essentially there's like different areas to this town. Like let me go to the docks, I guess. Oh my god, I'm just gonna be so bad at this. Okay, so you enter the Glade through this canal, right? And at the front of the Glade, we have like this big dock. There are some boats here that my friend made. So yeah, this is the docks. Okay? And then like on the docks, we've obviously got like some market stalls selling various random things. And yeah, there's a lot to see, so I don't know how much of this I'm actually going to show. I want to do like definitely a more in-depth tour video of all of the buildings because every building you see, except for like some of the newer ones that might be unfinished, are fully built out. Like the interiors are done, they have stories behind them, such as like this is a newsstand that we have. And there's a news article here, like in a newspaper or like a magazine that we wrote. I don't even remember what this is. Like discovery in the sewers leaves Glade residents terrified. Yeah, so like we've like written out a lot of lore. I don't know how into detail I'm gonna get into the lore in this video because that would take so long, but I'll show kind of like the general areas. So I'm gonna start on like one end of the city and I think work my way across the city to the other side because I think that'll make the most sense. So yeah, we've got this dock. Over here to the right is an area of town called Glintstone Park, and the concept for this area was that it would be like a kind of like a natural park, and there would be like some buildings here. Like this is a school that we have. I'll just show you like a quick interior. Like this is a classroom kind of thing. Then there's like another classroom. Oh frick. Also, yeah, I should have mentioned this earlier that we're obviously playing with a texture pack on. I believe it's called like Ultra Realism or something like that. But it like makes like the leaves move and stuff, as you can see. So, anyways, yeah, this is Glintstone Park. A lot of this was built out by my friend, so I can't take very much credit for this. We do have a hedge maze, the Wandering Garden. Yeah, there's a alchemy shop, or I don't actually know what that is. I didn't build that. I think it says, or it's an apothecary. That's what it is. Um, fuck, there's a bush or a greenhouse. So, like, what do I even say? There's a lot to see. I'll also probably at some point like actually like play a little bit. I'm just gonna kind of show off a little bit of the world just so you can kind of get an idea of it. I don't know where I'm going right now. Carriage thing. This is why it's called Glintstone Park, because there's this like rock garden here, and the rocks like they have these like glowing crystals on them. That's the story there. So hence the name Glintstone Park. The Glade also has a lot of mysteries. A lot of... I'll just leave it at that. A lot of mysteries. So going this way, this is a kind of like a... We call this like dock town. So it's like the town right next to the docks. This is kind of the town square where they may or may not burn people alive and execute them in other ways. We have guilds. So this is the Fighters Guild right here. I guess I'll show this a little bit. There's like a meeting area, like little training area, and like an area for guild members to sleep. Yeah, it's like I don't know how to show this and not go into detail on every build, but I'm gonna try not to. This is a really cool build actually. This is our lighthouse. So in here we have our map room. So actually I can show you like a full map. This is kind of crazy. So this is a full map of the Glade. So yeah, as you can see, there's like a river that flows through the whole city, and you've got like the left side and the right side of town. I believe we've named those like the east and the like west wall, but I don't remember which is which, to be honest. So anywho, moving on. Getting out of the clock tower. Or where am I? I'm in the lighthouse. Yeah, this is like the downtown area. And this is an inn that looks like a face with a mustache called the Clumsy Stash. It's got like a bar area, and then like upstairs there's like rooms that you can rent out. Fascinating stuff. These are just like some residential houses. You got some guys out on the patio, maybe like smoking a cig or something. So yeah, this is Docktown. Lots to see, but it'll take too long to look at all of it, so we'll continue on. We've got a statue in memory of the great Asthura, the Glade's first warrior queen. Interesting. So yeah, I'm gonna go left to right. I'm gonna kind of like serpentine the city. So if you cross this bridge, this is like the first bridge. Look at that. Beautiful. I think we also have a VFX pack add-on or something in this world. Like that's why we have like the god rays coming through the trees and stuff. Excuse me. This is I don't really know what we call this side of town, this area to be honest. But this is where our nether portal is. And you'll notice just like little details. There's a lot of like barrels and like little wells and stuff all around. Um, like that's a pot stand. This place sells like hay bales, big bale. Some blood splatter here. Could be related to something lore related. So yeah, we just kind of have some like market stalls along here. This is our museum, the Glade Museum of Artifacts. I guess I'll do like a quick run through here. We've got like paintings and like there's like showrooms, Ender Dragon head on display, beacon. We've like named, although these paintings get changed in the texture pack updates. So we went around and named all the paintings, but then the texture pack updated and all the paintings changed. So now some of the names don't really match up. Like this one used to be like a bunch of flower petals. Now it's like a wall, but it's still called A Symphony of Petals. But yeah, we did name every painting and gave them like fake artist names. Anyways, that's probably very uninteresting. So we'll leave that. But yeah, that's the museum. Very fun. Over here we have, I guess this is like the entertainment district because we have like a museum there. Right here, this is our Coliseum. So this is where like we have gladiator style fights. I love the Coliseum. This build is really cool. Really cool. So leaving there, what else have we got? This build, my friend did. I love the roof. I love this little curve bit. Also, well, not all, but most of the builds in our world are YouTube video tutorials that we have found and like copied, but also because we use like a different texture pack, a lot of the blocks that they suggest to use in tutorials and stuff, they don't look as good for our texture pack, so we changed that sort of thing out. But for the most part, like the actual shapes of these builds, we are not coming up with these by ourselves. Like this is YouTube help right here. But this is a music store. Yeah, there's a lot to see here. So strap in. This might be a long video. This is our theater, our public theater. We have this is the ticket booth, Chesterfield Theater, and we've got like some movies, or not movies, but some plays that are going on. Tickets are 2 shillings. I should have also shown this in the map room. Actually, we have a whole book called the Gladepedia, which basically tells you everything you need to know about the Glade. I'll go back to that probably in a little bit, but I also forgot to show off this gladiator ring, but this is how you enter. We have 2 teams, like a red side and a purple side, depending on what team you're on. And down below there's like a barracks. Obviously, there's the red barracks, and this is the purple barracks. The purple barracks are slightly worse. There's a reason behind that we're not going to get into today because it's lore related, and we're not going to do that today. But anyways, behind the Coliseum is like a training area. Pretty cool. I guess like some of the lore I can get into, like the Glade is founded by the elders of the Glade, and there are 3 of them, and it's me, my friend, and my boyfriend. And we have names that we're not going to get into that we gave ourselves, but it's too cringy and I'm not going to say. I shouldn't have even said that we. No, I'm just. This is the theater. Very nice. Beautiful theater. Lots of seating. This theater reminds me of the theater from Series of Unfortunate Events, the movie. If you know, you know. Next to the theater, there's like a pond. Fun. Okay, let's get on with things, shall we? Let's fly up a little bit. So, leaving here, we've got like a couple houses. Right here is like a little hospital building. And then coming through the entertainment district, we enter like kind of uptown. So this is kind of like a posh neighborhood. We've got 2004 Honda Civic over here pulling a cart of some kind. Some businesses here. Yeah, so this is a cool build. I actually really like this build. Very nice. There are some original builds in this town. Very few of them are mine. Most of them are my friends, such as this one. But I did a really good job there. There's like a fletching house. This is a big tunnel that cuts right through the mountain and goes to like the middle valley, sort of. Coming through here, more shops and stuff. This is our big watchtower. I guess I'll do like a fly around of the watchtower. So we've come like over here through here. Big ass watchtower. This watchtower was so annoying to build, but it looks really good. And again, like, this was a YouTube video. I did not come up with this design myself. I did put in the work to collect the resources and build it block by block, though. So that's what counts, right? Okay, I think we'll go through this tunnel. We can I'm probably gonna run out of rockets if I keep using them, and I don't have any more hidden anywhere right now. And the rocket farm is really far away, and yeah, I don't want to go there. Okay. Also, big feature. So obviously all this stone wall wasn't here when we first loaded into this world. So this was like a rugged valley before. So we wanted to build on the sides of the mountain, but it was kind of hard to build on the side and still have it feel like a cohesive city. So pretty soon after starting to build the Glade, we decided we were going to need like some retaining walls on the mountain. And thus the construction of the Great Retaining Walls commenced. And that's why you see all this stone brick everywhere. And you can traverse up all these walls. There are staircases that like go all the way up to the top on either side, and there's like buildings all along here. Most of the builds that are on the retaining walls here are not that like big, like this little house here, for example. They're just like very small, just kind of decorative builds. I don't know why that matters to anyone watching this, but I'm just talking. Then, yeah, this is the other side of that tunnel that we were just looking at. I think we just... Anyways. This is a library. Very fun. There's a couple books here that are... Yeah. We wrote some books. I'm not going to go through those because... Oh. Yeah, we're just going to ignore those books. But, yeah. This is my friend's house in the wall. Very interesting. Here we are coming upon... I guess I'm doing this all wrong now, actually. I'm not keeping my word of how I was going to serpentine. Let's go back. Let's just go back for a second. So here we are back at the entrance. We've kind of covered this whole front portion of the city, so let's just go back here. So we're back at the statue. If we don't cross that bridge, we keep going this way along the dock. You'll see like a couple more shops. There's a fishery. Let's go in there, actually. I don't remember what's in here. Oh, yeah. Dead fish. Interesting. This is an abandoned house of an ex-Glade resident who we do not speak of. But this is their house. This is where they lived. Now it's overgrown. This is me and my boyfriend's house on Minecraft. It's called Meth Manor, not because we do drugs, but because my name is starts with the letter M, and his name ends with the word eth. So put them together. But that's our house. I guess I can show like a little tour of our house. This was like, well, this was like my first build in the Glade. Our first build. He did the outside, I did the inside, but this was like our first build before we did the retaining walls or anything. At one point, I did think that this was going to be like the main castle of our city, but then the city ended up getting so big that this just wasn't big enough to be the main castle. So it's just our house now. But yeah, you enter here. I have a doorman also. He's constantly there, and he holds that door open. He's never moved. But I love him. And so yeah, this is the entrance. We've got like a little dining area. Cute. This is the bedroom. Big grand bedroom. Beautiful. We have like a balcony up here. Cute. Excuse me. Okay. Then we go through this hallway. We've got like a storage room. And this is like where our enchanting room is back there. We've got our workshop. I don't know why that guy's up there, but this is our workshop room. More storage up top. I think all these like random bins are empty though. This is just like a little extra storage room and like a little secret office. Who cares? This is our little mine, our mine entrance. And yeah, fascinating stuff. This is our stairwell, and this is our fish tank, and our cat Clavicus. Very cute. We've got some like wine barrels. Do you get it? It looks like the wine spilled on the floor. Do you get it? This is our kitchen. There's a lot of people in here. I don't know why. A lot of people in the kitchen though. It has like a little seating area up top. I like never actually use any of these rooms, obviously. I don't know why there's so many villagers in my house. This is like the Great Hall, and this leads out to like a little balcony where you get a cute little view of the city. Also, excuse me if I'm like sniffling a lot because I have like bad allergies right now. Not really anything up here. We've got a library though. Beautiful, cozy. Okay, let's get out of here. This is boring. Who cares? I mean, who cares about this in general, but if we fly, okay, now we'll go up the wall. That's what we'll do. So if you go up the wall from our house, then you'll go to the. I said that one place was uptown, but this is like upper city. It's like different. It's different. So here we've got our horse stable, where I guess I'll show you our horses. Because why not? We've got Gus, Ezekiel, Glue, Boofus, and Crayon. Moving on. Let's get a little view here. Ooh. This is like a little watchtower. Random watchtower. I hope I'm not moving too fast. Like, I hope I hope this video is not absolute shit quality. Cute view though, huh? Look at that. Also, yeah, so this is like the Great, we call that the Great Bridge. There are names for like everything in the city, okay? That's the Great Bridge. Don't even talk about it. We're gonna go down. Okay. So, yeah, this is like Upper City. We've got like a little residential home here, the little farm. Cute. We've got, oh, this is a winery. Twisted Vine Winery. It's also got a really good view, actually. We'll go up here. So, if you were like a guest staying here, you get a really nice view of the harbor. It's Minecraft. It's not even real life. Okay, let's go. Over here, we've got a bakery. Breadcrumbs Bakery. They sell cakes and bread. Look, it looks like flour. Look. Wow. I think it might actually be flour. Anyways, we've got a blacksmith's. Hearth of the Glade. Wow, what a name. We've got the forge. We've got some ore. Look at this build. This is actually one of my favorite builds. I'll probably say that a lot, but this build is really good. The Fallen Knight Inn. Incredible. I guess I'll go inside. It's got like, this is the tavern. Wow, imagine this place roaring and the music playing. Wow. There's no music. I thought there was music in the jukebox, but... And then if you go upstairs, there's like rooms you can rent out because it's a tavern or it's an inn. Wow. Spectacular. Now, we're gonna get to something a little bit more interesting in a second. This is a house. Cute. Flower shop. Bloomington's Garden Boutique. Ooh, ah. Over here we have a church, because there is religion in the Glade. It's a fantasy religion. But there's also, shall we say, sinners among the Glade residents. So if we go behind the church here, there's like a, oh, what's that? Like a secret little path. Oh, the path. Path continues a little bit. That's weird. Oh. A trap door in a bush? Strange. Oh. Latin? What does that mean? It's Latin. I don't know. Oh. Uh-oh. 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 You know? It's a ritual room. They're doing dark magic. Okay. So yeah, there's a cult. There's a cult in the Glade. I might explain more about that in another video also, because that would take a lot of explaining. And we're not gonna do that. But yeah, there are secrets. Secrets in the Glade. Okay. Carrying on. Look at that rainbow. Wow. Wow. Another house. This is like our automatic sorter. So we do have like a big storage warehouse thing. And I guess I'll go to the back here. So it sorts all these building blocks that we use right here. This is like the actual mechanism. I did not build this. My friend built this. God bless them because I would not be able to figure this shit out. This stresses me out. Even just seeing this stresses me out. So yeah, I did not build this, but it automatically sorts all your blocks into these bins so that it's really easy to come and find things that we're looking for. You can see a lot of these bins are actually empty. Excuse me. Um, some more market stalls, very cute. Okay, I guess I'll show this building. So this is like probably the biggest, maybe the biggest build in the Glade. It's also like the most recent build. So actually, I'll show you from over here first. It is like the main castle of the city. It's called Fort Glade. And there she is. Wow. And this curved staircase took so long to figure out how to do that. But my friend figured it out, thank God. I tried for so long and got so frustrated trying to figure out how to do a curved staircase, but they figured it out, thank God. Okay. So yeah, Fort Glade. Let's check it out. And this build actually isn't finished. The exterior is finished, but I haven't finished the interior yet because it's just so dang large. But I have almost finished the main floor, so I'll show you the kind of vibe inside. Very nice. So yeah, it's just like a grand castle. It is really huge. It's just gonna take so long to decorate. It takes so long to get all the materials for this stuff. But this is like our meeting room. So this is where the elders of the Glade come for council meetings. This is fictional, of course. We don't actually meet for meetings. I want to make that very clear. And yeah, the upstairs is completely not done. But you can see it's huge. Like this building is massive. And I believe there's a third floor. Yep. So this is like the second floor, and then there will be a staircase eventually. Oh my god, I need to blow my nose. I don't have any tissue though. There will be a third floor up here as well, eventually. Oh, I need to fill those in too. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to get out of here. I hate seeing unfinished builds. It just makes me sick. Okay. Okay, what am I doing? Fort Glade, everyone. So let's check out, or I guess this is a really nice view too. So I wanted this castle to be like right in the middle of the valley so that when you're coming through the valley, you see this sitting here at the end. Oh my god. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, our kind of goal with this, the whole city though, is to just create a world that makes us happy to play in and that we think is really cool, and to create stories within it that are interesting and just fun to discover, I guess. There's a lot of hidden secrets in this world, but I'm not going to get into it this video. Here's like a little guard barracks though. So like down at the bottom of Fort Glade, there's like this guard barracks and training area for like I guess the like royal guard, although it's not like royalty. It's it doesn't matter. Training area. Boom. Boom. Bunk bed situation. Cute. And then right next to it is just like a little tent where like maybe like the general would sleep or something. It's got like, I don't know, he's got like military plans there or something. He's cooking some meat over the fire. You get it. You get it. Right here, this is another pretty big build. Also, like a lot of stuff has changed throughout the years of this world. For example, there used to be a really big something like right here that we ended up not liking, so we covered it with this big wall, blah blah blah. But Yeah, I could also maybe do a video someday of showing like old builds that are now like covered up and stuff because they're still there under the walls. And there's a lot of builds like that. But anyways, I'm getting distracted. This is our prison called Forgotten Catacombs Correctional Institute. It's very dim. Here's like the check-in area, and then you would go down into like this dark dungeon where there's like cells and it's like dripping with water. And I believe we have one prisoner. Yeah, there's one prisoner locked up back there. Poor guy. But he's forgotten. It's the forgotten catacombs. That's what happens. Down here's like a torture room. Because it's medieval fantasy. You can't have a dungeon without a torture room. And there is a story actually to be told even here in the prison, if in this cell, which looks very unassuming. There's actually a secret tunnel hidden behind these hay bales. And if we go through this tunnel, you actually end up in the sewer. And there's a hole. Uh-oh. So there's like stuff like that. It just tells like a little story. So like someone broke out of the jail cell, and I believe we have a news article written about that. Oh yeah, that is the story that I was reading in the beginning. The trouble in the sewers. Okay. Some more shops. Used sheep, 5 shillings, or 2 for 8. They look like they're in pretty rough shape. Okay, we've kind of seen everything down here, though. I'm going to go up top now. So if you were to cross this bridge... Boop. This is like our rural farm land. So we just kind of call this like the farm area. Or it's like the rural side of the Glade. So we've got like our big farm here with crops. This is a custom tree that my friend built. It's got like a tire swing and like a little kind of like campground thing here. This is like a secret abandoned building, which also has lore that I'm not going to get into. I'm trying so hard to not like make this a 5-hour video. Beautiful windmill. This windmill was actually one of the first good builds in this entire world and was kind of the reason we decided to put so much effort into this world was because of this windmill actually, because this windmill came out so good. My friend did this, and before we built this windmill, our builds were terrible. And he built this, I think using a tutorial, but as soon as we saw that we could actually build things that looked this good, we were like, okay, we need to make every build in this world look good. And so yeah, this is just kind of the standard of quality we strive for, is that windmill. Was a bone farm, this building. Marrow and Sons Professional Grade Bone Meal. Great name. There's a lot of dogs there. Interesting. I guess it's a bone store. House. This is like a farmer's house, so we've got like the farm there. This might be where the farmer would live. Fully decorated again. It's just like a house. Over here we've got... What is over here? We've got... Oh, yeah. So this is our sheep farm. Also, there's like a little cocoa shack. This is our sheep and cow farm, though. So we have our cows in here, and usually there aren't sheep out here. We bring them out when we need that specific wool. So these red sheep are out here because I needed red wool for a build recently, so I brought them outside so they can eat the grass, and so I can shear them and they'll grow their wool back. But usually we keep the sheep in here, and they are color coordinated. So we got like white sheep, yellow sheep. This is our barn cat, Clarence. He's untamed though. He's just, he's a crazy boy. Yeah, we've got like yellow sheep, some couple brown sheep, red sheep, blue sheep. You get it. Black sheep, blah, blah, blah. And there were more sheep upstairs, but I think we I think they're with us no more. Over here, this is our very important build. This is our wood farm. So I can actually show how this works. This was a YouTube tutorial. It kind of broke. It is a little bit broken, but it does work. Sort of. So if I get like a sapling, it does spruce wood, birch, and oak, I think, and acacia. Yeah. So essentially, I think yeah, okay, this will work. So there's like this chamber here. You plant your whatever kind of wood you want in the center there, and then there's a switch to turn it on. And essentially it grows a tree, and then it like pushes the wood over there. I'll show you again. So it grows the tree and then, yeah, pushes the wood away. The only thing is after a couple times, it usually gets stuck, like the mechanism breaks. I'll just show you. And again, I did not build this. I suck at redstone, so I leave all that up to my friend. But see, like this piece of wood didn't make it into where it was supposed to go, so it's kind of a broken farm, and then when you need the wood, you actually just come here and you just break it. Yeah, it's kind of a rudimentary farm, but oh my god, my allergies. Anywho, also I'm just gonna get rid of that. There we go. This is just like a little wool shop, I think. Woolies. Welcome to Woolies. Sells different kinds of wool. Rope swing. Look at that clock tower. Beautiful. This is the back of the wood farm. There's like a little potting area, I guess. And then this is an area where the wood, if you like keep using the farm, the wood like comes out here, and then these push the wood out this way, so you can just like keep using the farm. It doesn't really make sense, but it doesn't matter. That's kind of actually everything. Oh, I guess there's like one more. Yeah, so we kind of looked at this area. This area is under construction. This is like our newest area. So there's a lot of unfinished builds over here. But I guess one more thing I could show is where we got a ton of our resources. And it's in like a now abandoned build, but we're actually going to enter the build that was behind this wall. So there's like this hole here, and if you come back here, you can see there's a whole building in this mountain. So you used to be able to see this from the outside, but it looked really terrible, so we just covered this up. But this used to be like a train station. Down here in the basement, we have like a subway, and it takes you to different biomes. So we have like a Mesa Metro, which is a train that takes you all the way to a Mesa biome, except the nearest Mesa biome in this seed was like 10,000 blocks or something away from where we were building. So this train, when we finished building it, we took the train, obviously, and it takes 16 in real life minutes to travel to the other side of this train. So to go to the Mesa biome and come back takes like 32 minutes, like actual time. And that's not even accounting for the time you spend there, but 32 actual minutes of a Minecraft train ride, which is kind of ridiculous. This train is a lot shorter and it goes to a cherry biome. This train was probably the craziest build because it is just a straight tunnel mostly through the ocean, and we made it fully enclosed, obviously, with glass. So it's like a full glass tunnel that goes like 10,000 blocks underwater through the ocean. I'm not going to get on it because it's way too long. And that's not where I was actually going. So if we come in here, this was an old stairwell that would take us up here, and then this wasn't the original entrance for this. There used to actually be a train that went to where I'm taking you now, but this is just a tunnel that still exists that takes us, drum roll, this is like a lot of build-up, Probably something very underwhelming. But over hidden in the mountains of the Glade is this big hole, which we dug all the way down to bedrock. It is an 18 by 18 hole. So I don't know how many blocks we actually dug out. I think we did the math and it was something like over 60,000 blocks, but yeah, that's call it the Gape. And there used to be a train that would take you all the way to the bottom, as you can see, but it kind of got fucked up and broken, so it doesn't work anymore. How are my wings looking? I guess I can go to the bottom. Splash. Yeah, just a big hole. Look at that. Wow. But yeah, we got a lot of resources, obviously, from digging this big hole. And we used a lot of those resources to build the retaining walls that are all over the city. Because that took so much stone, obviously. I'm just gonna get out of here. Oh my god, get me out, get me out, get me out. I only have one rocket left. Ah, okay. But that's like most of the Glade. Like, I don't really know what else there is to even show. I just used my last rocket to get out of there, but yeah, it's just like a huge city. We are so proud of like everything we've built here. So I just really wanted to make this video and actually like document this because if this world were to ever get accidentally deleted, I do have a backup like save in case that ever happened, but I would actually be like traumatized if that happened. But yeah, that's the Glade. I don't really know what else to show. Like, that's the whole thing. I guess I'll go back to the map room. There was a book there that explains like a little bit of like I guess the rules of the Glade or like just kind of explains the world a little bit. So I'm just gonna go show that quickly. Not that it mattered. I don't even know why. You probably think that this is the lore part of this is really uninteresting, but I just wanna capture this, okay? So yeah, if we go into the map room here, there's a couple books. There's a The Birth of the Glade, a story of the Glade's founding fathers, and I'm not gonna read this, but there is a story there. There's also, excuse me. Oh yeah, Traveling the Glade. I forgot. I just did this book too. So this is like historic landmarks and monuments. This kind of explains a lot of the builds that I just showed actually. So I wrote like a chapter on the Great Retaining Wall, like me and my boyfriend's house, Dan, our other friend's house, Fort Glade. You can pause and read this obviously. The Colosseum, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Oh yeah, Elder Pass Bridge. That's the name of the big bridge. I actually got that wrong. It's not the Great Bridge. The lighthouse. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff that we've written, but that's not what I was going to show. I was going to show this book right here. This is Gladepedia, an explorer's guide to the Glade, and it has an index here, as you can see. So the Glade is a currency system, obviously. Language. So this part my friend thought of, and this is really smart, is that the Glade's native language, there's like a magic there. We have a native language. I don't know why I'm about just playing this. There's a magic in the land that any written or spoken word within the perimeter of the Glade will be translated to that of whoever is perceiving it. Great idea, because it means that we can have a secret language, but also still write things without having to write them in a secret language, if that makes sense. Okay. I probably just over-explained that. We have a calendar system. Okay? It's in depth. There are rules of law. Okay? Rules of law. And if you do not abide, you will be banned from the Glade. We've had people banned. Okay? This is serious. Yeah. I don't really know what else to say about this. This is kind of ridiculous. Um, that's the Glade. Also, look at my new controller, everyone. The chroma green. It's beautiful. Look at the way it like reflects the light. Yeah. I don't really know what else to show though. Um, so yeah. I'll probably make a more in-depth video if anyone at all is interested in that. Um, because I kind of imagined that this video would be a lot longer, but I actually kind of slammed through that, didn't I? I'm just gonna go up and get a good view of the Glade here. I kind of hoped that someone would join and maybe like ask me some questions that I could answer because that would be a lot easier, I think, to like show or to think of things to show because right now I'm just kind of it's this place just is overwhelming to kind of show to someone. Here's a great view of it though. So yeah, there's like Glintstone Park and then it leads into like Docktown. There's like that upper town we looked at or upper city. Over there, this build right here is my friend Dan's house who used to live in the Glade and hasn't played in years. So the kind of decor of his house became very like not up to standard, we'll say. So instead of tearing it down, which would be rude, we encapsulated his house in a jar to preserve it forever in the Glade, and that's what that is right there. There's a little house there, and this is supposed to be like a jar around the house. I'm over explaining. Anyways, you can see the clock tower. You can see Fort Glade over there in the distance. This is it. This is really all I wanted to show you guys today, on Minecraft at least. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. I will possibly be... No, actually, I probably will switch. Yeah, no. I'm getting distracted by my thoughts. I will probably be streaming another time this week. However, if that is not the case, stay tuned for June 17th, where I will definitely be streaming the new level of Dreamcore, which is the Playrooms, which is a really, really cool game. I wish I could switch between games while maintaining this stream. However, it doesn't seem to work. But yeah, Dreamcore is a really cool game that I want more people to be talking about because I haven't seen any YouTube videos about it or like dissecting it or like uncovering the secrets really, and I have spent so long in that game, so I would really like to dive into that if you guys are interested in seeing that. It's like a liminal uh sort of it is like a walking simulator a little bit, but it's like a liminal space explorer kind of game, and I love liminal spaces, so I would be really interested in sharing that with you guys if you guys were interested in that. But I think that's where I'll end the stream today. Let me see how long I've been going, actually. That was only an hour. Wow. Wow, that actually went really quick. But yeah, I'm getting distracted just because I'm thinking. But I think I'm gonna end the stream there. Thank you guys so much for joining me, or if you're viewing this when it's already uploaded on YouTube, thank you for watching. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh my god, I almost just fell. Okay, let's go over here. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I haven't been on stream in a long time. Life's just been crazy. I'm kind of in a weird point in life where just a lot's changing constantly. So I'm trying to figure out where streaming fits into that. And I would like to do it more often. So if you guys like watching me stream, please support in any way you can. Comment, subscribe, like, whatever. Not that I am offended if you don't, but I would greatly appreciate it if you did, because if this picks up any kind of traction whatsoever, I would love to keep doing this, and it is really motivating seeing other people enjoy this content, and leave comments and feedback. So, yeah, just thanks for watching. Stay tuned for potentially a stream tomorrow, or if not tomorrow or later this week, then June 17th. Stay tuned. But thanks for watching my Forever World Minecraft tour. If you guys want to see more of this Minecraft world, also let me know, and I could definitely do that. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.